Good afternoon, Yankee fans. How's everybody doing? How's everything? Hopefully everybody's had a good afternoon here on a Thursday. Not bad in New York, actually, and looking forward to hopefully a redemption of the Yankee game tonight. A few notes before we start our show. Excuse me. A few notes. First of all, I will be coming on during the game to give you the play-by-play. It will be like midstream. I don't know exactly yet, but we will update you the minute that we know. I don't want to give a time yet, but it's going to be probably mid-game. So we'll have like the post-game. We'll have in-game and post-game all at once. That's the first one. The second one, of course, everyone, please press the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Any new people in the chat, in the email, all of that. It takes 2 minutes, not even a minute, to come and press the like button if you like any of our videos. I'm really hoping that you saw the Billy Sample interview. It was awesome. Everybody's been, raving about it. It was very, very good, and I definitely thank you for your kind and great comments. Also, I have a little exciting news, everyone. We as we're growing, and it's so important that you do the likes and you do the subscribe to the channel. We are now announcing, and we'll have a lot more information soon, that we are going to do a live show every Yankee day off, from here on in. We will keep you posted. So that day that the Yankees are off, we do the morning bagel show. And then we will do a nighttime wraparound show. The content will be determined, but believe me, you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be live. One thing I can tell you, it will be potential guests, and I'm talking former players, announcers, you name it. But that is one that will be up and coming. We could possibly do it one day. We could do it before the All-Star break, but I can guarantee you every day off going into the trade deadline, going into the end of the season, and we will do this to the end of the season. We are going to be on live at 7 p.m. Every time the Yankees are off or get rained out. If they get rained out that day, we are going to go on. So I just want to just give you an update, and that's thanks to all your fans for your beautiful words, and that you want to see more content. The morning, you basically see it. A lot of you see it on tape. So you guys want to see live. You guys want to come on and ask questions. And you know me, I always let a lot of the people in the chat, one way or the other, get involved. So it's an exciting time for NY Yankee Mania. We've come a long way in 3 months, but keep the subscribes coming in. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell any Yankee fan, any baseball fan to come in and subscribe. We're doing our part, and it's real important. I really, really appreciate everything that you're doing. I want to give a shout out to Merck in the chat, the incredible job that Merck is doing for us. He has been an incredible part, and he's doing a lot with the discards. He's with the Discord, and that's not to mention what CT Cards has been doing. They have been working tirelessly every day to get NY Yankee Mania and other contents going big. It takes time, it takes effort, but without you, the fans, you, the chats, you, the everything, none of this is possible. I am astonished at our views. I'm astonished at our numbers, and that's all thanks to you. And the more you're doing that, the more I pour my heart and soul is to you, the Yankee fan, and to the fans here of the channel. So please, I can't stress it enough. The Yankees. There was a bit of news. It's a little add-on. According to Merck, the Yankees are signing veteran infielder Nicky Lopez. A source said Lopez is a Gold Glove finalist in 2024. He gets a minor league deal. Now, what does that mean in turn? Could it possibly mean a trade is coming, an upcoming trade of somebody in the minor leagues? Possibility. Who knows? But this might be the first of many. I want to say hello to Jake. Of course, Merck in the background. We do have a new person. Score, is it? SCOE. How you doing? Oh, can you guys get easy names for me, please? I'm not a mind reader here. Let's get easy names. Whatever happened to Joe Schmo and Yankee Totter or something? These names are incredible. I'm gonna need CT cards, who I'm bringing up right now, to I guess I have to go to college. I don't know. Here we go. Yeah, CT, how you doing? What's going on? How do you pronounce that name?
I'm not going to go there.
I'm not either.
I am going to say, though, that the lineup did come out, as Jonathan said. We've got Ben Rice at leadoff, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Stanton. Oh, give me a second. Now it's scrolling up on me. Stanton, Jazz Chisholm, Goldschmidt, Dominguez, Anthony Volpe, and DJ LeMahieu.
You won't give up with that Volpe, huh? You won't give up. Unbelievable.
And thank you to Jonathan and Merck for getting that information out there. I don't want to take advantage of information that wasn't mine.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Merck, for that. I appreciate it. Graham is leadoff, CT.
Yeah, okay, that was the wrong lineup. Sorry, I was reading it wrong. It's Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm, Jason Dominguez, Anthony Volpe. Austin Wells is playing today. Oswaldo Peraza. I'm sorry about that. I was reading the wrong thing. I'm sorry about that, guys. I apologize.
Okay, so no DJ. Basically everybody else is in. Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely no problem with that. Okay, so let's dissect pitching tonight. What is your what do you think about Clarke Schmidt in Toronto? Do you think the Yankees are going to have a different mindset tonight? What's your observations? Hey, Stephen B., how are you?
I'm not really. I would say if Clarke can get through 3 innings without too much trouble, then I can see him going 6 or 7 innings tonight. I'm being honest with you. But if he runs into trouble in the 3rd inning and our offense doesn't back him up, this is going to get ugly really fast. So this is a game where we can really turn things around we got to back up our starting pitching, and we have not been doing that. And it's killing us right now. It's absolutely killing us. How can you expect Max Fried to want to go out there and give you 7 innings, for example, and you're only going to give him a run or two of run support, so that we've taxed the bullpen. The vibe of the starting pitching has nosedived a little bit. I think they've lost a little hope too. And I was talking about it the other night. I feel like this team has not truly had a team meeting because nothing's meshing right now. Everything seems to be positive, negative. Like I'm taking 2 magnets and trying to get them to connect when one's negative and one's positive. That's how the team feels. And until I see a difference for more than a game, I'm going to have a little bit of worry in me. But that's my 2 cents.
Okay, excellent. By the way, our new subscriber says, Joe, you did it right. School. I guess it's school. I'm calling you school. All right. You're going to school. That's it. And the story.
And thank you for joining the Discord channel too. That was cool.
Thank you so much, man. Tell all your friends about us. By the way, if you really, I don't know if you had a chance to listen to me right here in the beginning, but please look at our interview yesterday with Billy Sample. It was so good and so honest, and he was amazing. He answered every question. And remember, his managers on the Yankees was Yogi Berra and then Billy Martin. What a contrast. And he talked very nice, actually, about both of them. So, and he talked about the boss. I don't want to ruin it for people, but please go. And that's going to be the content, things that are going to happen on this channel. When you least expect it, there's going to be some very, very big surprises, and you, the fans, are bringing that on to us. So we can't stress enough how much you guys mean to us. Also, what I wanted to talk about too is, what about this? I know we got to win tonight, and it would be great to get it out of Toronto up in first place by ourselves. But, technically, we have a really big series this weekend, CT. I mean, what Yankee team is going to show up, what Met team is going to show up, and they're both in doldrums. How do you see? I know it's for tomorrow, but just a little preview. How do you see this going? Do you think, in your opinion, the Yankees have more in the belly, or do you think the Mets have more in the belly right now?
Well, what scares me is game 1 on the 4th. Who do we have starting? We have Stroman.
Right.
Game 2, we have Rodon. If Rodon can keep his cool and keep his pitch count down, good things will happen. But that's my number one concern with Rodon is the pitch count and walks, and he gets himself into jams. What I do find funny, though, is it's Rodon and Montas, so that should be amusing. But the third game, we have Max Fried, but they haven't announced who the Mets are starting. Now, my concern, though, I'm going to bring it up, and I've wanted to bring it up with you, Joe, and I haven't been able to bring it up, is how much strain we've put on Max this season as our number one ace. Are we starting to see a little bit of wear on him? And I can understand if we are seeing some of that wear, but what can we do? We need our other pitchers to come up here, and we need our bats to start hitting, because you can't rely on Max Fried to pitch time and time again and not get run support. It's a mental and it's a physical game,
No, you're right. Before I answer any of that, John the Beagle Dad is back with us. He said he's been away for a week. John, how you doing? If you haven't seen a couple of our latest shows, you have to take a look, John. I think you will definitely enjoy our interview with Billy Sample. Don't forget that. And I say that a lot because I mean that it was so good and so informative. And if you, the Yankee fan, want to hear from a former player that's in the dugout, that is what you need to do. Now, you know what? The Stroman game doesn't scare me anymore, and I'll tell you why. Number one, the way he pitched the other day, I tip my hat to him. That's number one. Number two, he's got it in the belly of beating the Mets, and I like that idea. Number three, I really, truly believe that Aaron Judge is going to go nuts in Citi Field. I don't know why, but I envision an incredible weekend for Aaron Judge. No rhyme to reason, but I'm telling you, the Yankees are going to be successful. Aaron Judge is going to have a monster weekend.
I got Belly. Belly's my guy.
My bones right now.
Belly's my guy for the series. I think you got Judge, I got Belly. Those are my two guys. I'd agree with you. I got Judge and Belly going.
I could just see these ball flying, the ball flying off a Judge's bat with that Met pitching right now.
Yeah.
Without question. But again, like everybody wants to know, how are we getting to that game tomorrow afternoon? Which, by the way, we're going to be calling right here on NY Yankee Mania. So look for that. But of course, you come in the morning and we'll discuss and we'll do a preview of the Mets series.
Hey, Joe,
right
you didn't answer my question. Do you think we are pushing Max Fried too hard right now?
Okay, I was going to get to that.
Okay. Just making sure, Joe. I was making sure I didn't lose you there.
If you remember, when the Yankees had big leads and Max Fried was going into the 7th inning, the 8th inning, I was crying to take him out. Take him out. So now, even though you say, well, Joe, it's only 2 innings here, 1 inning there, it adds up to the arm. And now the Yankees are suffering for it. Stop with this. When you have the chance to get him out of there, especially now that they're starting to go into the nitty-gritty, you got to do it. What is Boone doing? What is the brain trust doing? Yeah, they poof all over the place. And they have nobody to blame but themselves. If you're winning 14-0, why are you keeping this guy in?
I agree.
And if you have a struggling pitcher in the bullpen, bring him in.
Yep. This is the time to bring the struggling pitcher.
You don't have to go to college for that.
I thought this was rocket science, Joe. I thought we were talking about this.
College, you name it. You don't have to be a professor to figure that out.
Well, as Billy Sample said, the same thing. He agreed that the feel of the game is no longer quite the way it was. And everybody we've interviewed so far, thanks to Nathan, thanks to yourself, Joe, the players we've interviewed, coaches, they all say the same thing, that analytics and the feel of what is happening on the field in front of you no longer dictates your decision making. So you can have a guy who's 3 for 4 today with 2 doubles, and you're going to take him out because some dude on a computer screen is going to come up that, no, if we put this bench player and he bats 421 against him in 12 attempts. Well, that's 12 attempts. What about today? That kills me. It's killing the Yankees right now. I'm sorry. Analytic rant over.
I want to welcome Mr. Muscle Man in, my protector, Marshall Brown. How you doing? How's it going? How are things going? You guys all getting ready for 4th of July? You got the barbecue pit ready? You got everything going? You have your steaks, your hot dogs, your hamburgers, your nice chicken. What's going on for this weekend, guys? And then on top of that, you got the Yankees Mets. So you fill that belly and then you watch the telly. You watch the television, baby. The Yanks are we got to think positive. I do not want to be on that post-game show tonight ranting and raving anymore.
I'm not joining. Joe, you're doing it alone tonight. I'm not joining. If we lose tonight, I'm turning off my computer. And good luck, Joe. Have fun.
oh yeah. A friend in need is a friend in need.
I'm kidding.
I mean, are you kidding me? Come on, really. Listen, they got to somehow squeak, and I don't care if everybody except for Judge bunts tonight. Just do something different. I don't care what it is. I don't care. You understand? I don't care. I'm done with it. I want them to go out there and pounce and pounce and pounce and pounce. And don't let up. I mean, enough already. Enough. Now, this lineup, what do you think of the lineup? Do you like it? Do you not like it? How do you feel about it? The truth.
I'm actually cool with it, other than I swear we need I'm going to be 100% wrong by the end of the night, but this is how I feel going into the game, is that I'd rather have somebody else other than Trent Grisham as our leadoff bat. I'd rather have him not, and I'd rather have. I like the order, Jazz. I think Volpe. Why haven't we sat him yet? Just for a game or two, let him reset. I don't understand this. Like I want to like Volpe. I'm not bashing on the guy, but why are the Yankees, the team, the management, not giving him a day or two break to reset? We did that with Glaber last year, and look what happened. Every time we give somebody a reset, good things come, and we're just forcing Volpe over and over and expecting different results. We're not getting different results, and you and I talked about it. He's even lower in the lineup. That's where you and I wanted him, Joe, right? He's where we wanted him in the lineup, but for some reason, things are just not changing. I don't know what's going on, but the Yankees need to give that guy a break. That's all I got to say.
Oh, definitely. Dev Finch, maybe you're not going to watch tonight's game. Now, you got TNA at 8:00. What are you? What you got to watch it. They're going to win tonight. They are definitely going to win tonight. There's no question about it. How do you not want to watch it? This is one of the biggest games of the year. So why wouldn't you want to watch it? Tonight you got to rah them. So let's rah them. Promise yourself you're going to watch it tonight, and they're going to be fine. I promise you tonight they're going to win.
Yassine said it. Why is Boone so stubborn he's not putting Jazz at second base? Joe, I want your answer on that. I'd like a logical answer to why we were playing another player out of position. And people are going to say because DJ's arm isn't strong enough. Then don't play DJ. Put somebody else at third. Hence the reason we need a third baseman. Doesn't need to be a huge star. Somebody can play solid third base at the trade deadline. But you're playing Jazz out of position in third base. He does better when he's out. Why do the Yankees seem to do this? We play players out of position and expect grandiose results. I don't get it. Don't get it.
I don't get it either. I don't know. I mean, in some strange way, maybe that comeback will help them. I don't know. And they're not looking at that bad play from the catcher. They're not looking for, stuff like that. I just don't know, how the momentum that they had and it just went bye-bye. That's what I don't understand. That's what's bothering me. Welcome, D-Train. How you doing?
Hey, D-Train.
So, I don't understand the logic. Hey, Chris, there he is. Chris the Flash.
Even we're playing Hernandez out of position too. So, going with what you're saying, we're playing these guys out of position and expecting like magical results. I'm not sure what we're doing here. What you were going there with your conversation there was going somewhere. I didn't mean to interrupt you on that. So where were you going? I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. I just I don't know. I don't know which way we're going. All I know is it's about time that people like Paul G and everything, start looking at driving the ball again. Let's go back to what you did months ago in April, in May. What happened to that? Like, you just can't just lose it. Sometimes, like, even that last at bat last night, he looked lost.
There's something going on with this coaching staff and this team this year. There is a disconnect because something is not right. You have one player come up like Bellinger's looked very focused at the plate. He's got He's on his A game. Then you get next guy up. I won't even say a name, and he just doesn't look focused. He looks totally clueless on his approach at the plate. You can't have this. So it's like you have 2 guys who can hit in our lineup, 4 guys who can't, then another guy who can hit but way down at the bottom of the lineup, and therefore we can't get guys to go around the base and get any runs. Plus, we can't play small ball. If Ken was on here, he'd be telling us all about this.
Oh yeah, no question about it. And like I said, I mean, he analyzes all of it. What I say that we do is that, like, tomorrow morning, I want to get this straight. Tomorrow morning we talk about the upcoming series. You have no choice. The Yankees are going to be playing at 3:00 in the afternoon, so you are going to talk about the like a few matchups and this and that. But people like Ken, what they do is he dissects every aspect of all of that. I don't do that. What I do is, like, we talk about that the 3-game series or whatever, and then if he's doing the play-by-play or he has his show there, he dissects everything. But we have no choice. Like, we have to talk about it in the morning, but I'm not dissecting, what does Clay Bellinger do against this guy? What does this pitcher do? Our show, our thing is completely different. And that's what I love about being on in the mornings, because it's a little bit of everything. But what I do not do is dissect, because that is a job of what Ken does on the Ugly Truths channel. That's not my gig. He is excellent at that, and I just want to make sure that everything that when we come on, we're coming up leading into other shows, other things, other stuff, because we're on at 8:30 in the morning. So if you have an audience and the Yankees are playing at 3:00 in the afternoon, you have to talk a little bit about the game.
One with them.
Right. So I don't want to mislead any audience members, anybody, how we do things. So we go on and we talk coffee, bagels, you name it. It happens that the Yankees are doing a 3-game series with the Mets. Yeah, you got to. I mean, what do you do? Not say anything? No, of course we're going to say, but it's going to lead into the rest of the day. So I let whatever everybody's doing. I just want everybody to understand what I'm saying. Our part of the morning show is to get everybody ready for the rest of the day. So we're just the opener. We're like a I don't even know how to say it. How would you categorize us in the morning, CT? And don't laugh.
Well, I love it in the morning. Joe, what you and I do a wonderful job at is you'll bring up like scores from the night before. I'll go over the stats of the game, but from our Yankee stats and whatnot. But we quickly will get right into the into things, and I love it. How all of a sudden we're like, well, what are you? He went 0 for 4 last night with 3 Ks. Now we need to talk about that. I really like how the show we do that, and then when we have Ken on. It's wonderful. We've happened to have a lot of people on, luckily, Joe, recently, and this has made it very interesting. And everyone work with us. We're all trying to get this down. When you have 4 or 5 people up, you got to give each other pausing times, and we're all getting it. So this will get better as we go, and I think we've done actually a very wonderful job of having a lot of people on at the same time without crisscross. But I think that's something that Joe, your channel brings, and I'm happy to be a part of. Is I love getting everybody's perspective of the game, and then we always involve the chat in with it too. So we're getting so many perspectives. So even as we're getting a thought out there, we're reading in the chat somebody else having a thought that's close to ours, maybe a little different, but can add to what we're about to say. It's great. It's very interactive. Very interactive. I love the morning show.
Jonathan is saying MLB trade rumors, Yankees have shown interest in Ryan McMahon. But here we go again. Strikeout artist. How many times did he strike out against the Yankees? We don't need somebody like that in the lineup. Suarez is much better for this Yankee lineup, not McMahon. And then that's another left-handed hitter we don't need. I mean, it's good trade talk.
Sounds like a Yankee move.
CT, do you agree with me?
I agree with you. It sounds like a Yankee move, though. It does. And we don't need to spend all that much. We need to fill in gaps with average players. Right now, we're get an average third baseman like Vargas from the White Sox, who Ken brought up. He's making less than $1 million this year. The White Sox would trade him. I think he's batting .247 right now. He's having a pretty decent season for a third baseman. Boom, we have a third baseman. Now you move Jazz back over to second. Now, I don't know what to do about Volpe. My point is we don't need to make a huge splash with our trades here. We just need to select the right players, and they are out there. I don't care what any other Yankee stream people say. There are players we can get that can improve this team. We are not stuck with what we're working with. We can spend very little, if any, and get some good players in return, or we got to start playing the right players. There's the other thing to discuss.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Again, that basically is a Cashman. You get a sexy name like Ryan Duran. You get a sexy name. So, period. I mean, what are you going to do with that? Another left-handed bat. They're going to be throwing lefties at us, at the Yankees. That is definitely no way in heck. I would not. I would definitely not do that.
We can do better spending less. We always want to make things splashy, it seems like, or we don't want to do anything at all. There's no middle ground. This is a time we need a little bit of middle ground. And I said, Ken brought up Vargas from the White Sox. I've been paying attention to him, and that's a guy that for us would solve a lot of our third base troubles. Good defense. He's got a good bat. There's some pop there. I think he's a guy to go after. And I said, you move Jazz over to second. That solves a lot. What you do with DJ, I have no idea. I think you might as well just sit him on the bench in case we need him, but he's not helping right now. I don't care what anyone says. But Volpe needs a couple days off to reset. So there's our infield, if you get what I'm saying. Reset. Outfield, I think with our outfield, we need to worry about it's Trent Grisham. I'd rather Jason Dominguez out there right now because I'd rather him be learning the ropes here and getting experience than watching a kind of hobbling Trent right now. And we knew that magical start wasn't going to go the whole season. So, and I don't know, that's where I'm at with our defense. I'll put it that way.
No, I know. Now, also, Amir, Yashina's going, Armando Rosario would be a good fit at third. What I don't like about Armando is he goes into these funks. He could be like a 500 hitter, and then as soon as all of a sudden he's batting 200. And I'm not too keen on. I mean, he's an okay infielder. He was better. He was better than he is.
Well, he is batting too.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go after that. I'm not going to trade a very good backup. A very good prospect for Rosario.
I agree, but you have to admit, though, at 126 at-bats, he has 16 runs, 34 hits, 4 home runs, 16 RBIs, and his average is .270 with an OPS of .732. Couldn't the Yankees use a player like that? Yeah. I understand, though, not wanting to give up too much for somebody like that, but that's what the Yankees need to do is find somebody. We need the punch. This team needs a punch. There's energy's lacking, and I thought Jazz would bring it all. Jazz is trying his best to bring this team's energy up, and right now the team just I don't know what's going on with the energy with this team, but we look.
Tell me about it. It's like more and more that we see this team, the more and more this happens. And I just don't understand it. But guys, it would be, listen, I'm not, McMahon's contract is out of whack too, of course. But to add him with all the left-handed hitters that we have, I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense. We need a right-handed hitter that pull. I don't even know if a pull hitter. You want a base-to-base hitter. You want somebody who's gonna make contact. You have a man on first, and 9 times out of 10, get him to third base. We don't have that capability. I mean,
we don't have that right now.
Right.
Yep.
You might have it in Volpe, but the problem with Volpe is he goes for the home runs.
What was the stat today, Joe? 151. Remember the number was 151.
151 players on base runners. 151. He leads everyone.
There's no excuse for that. How does the Yankees analytical team think that makes any logical sense to keep playing him? Hence the reason why I'm saying rest him a couple days. I'm not saying to send him down, but continuing to play him every day and expecting different results, that's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Right now, what we're doing with Volpe is insanity.
Yeah, and like I said, over and over again, we're just doing the same things, that nothing changes. And we're like a broken record here. Nothing changes. While we're discussing this, everyone, why don't you give us your thoughts on what our pitching is going to be like tonight? How long do you think he's going to go, Clarke Schmidt? And who do you think is going to be your hitting star of the game? I would really love to. I would really like to hear everybody's response on that. Real Bill, what's going on? How you doing? Hopefully everybody's feeling well and doing well. I really hope you're going to have a great 4th of July tomorrow. You're going to sit back and you're going to listen to Ken from The Ugly Truth, who'll be back with us. We're going to be calling the game. And then Saturday and Sunday, that will be on Ken's channel on The Ugly Truth. So there's a lot going on for the whole weekend. As you know, Ken is a co-host here in the afternoon. He's on assignment. He's doing things that he needs to do with family and all. So hopefully everything is cool. Everything is good. And he just has a great day. And he's always missed on the show. And we'll hopefully see him tomorrow morning. And then definitely he'll be doing the play-by-play. And if I'm disgusted, he's going to do the whole play-by-play. So
now Yassine asked me a question. What are my thoughts on Willie Castro? Well, he's a left fielder. What do we need another outfielder for? Can he play third base? I don't know that. So maybe that's why you're asking about that. But his stats look good. I mean, you can't ask for 271 average. He's got 20 yards.
If I'm not mistaken, I have seen him in the middle, in the infield. If I'm not mistaken, it's possible. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't tell you for sure, but what I can tell you is he's a good player, and he would be a nice mix for the Yankees. That would be nice.
And look at his batting, and he won.
Yashina's saying play second base and third base. I knew I saw him in the infield. I knew it.
But I didn't see anything before.
Yeah, Merck is saying he's like a utility player, but he's a way big upgrade than what the Yankees have right now. Definitely, without a doubt, is he an upgrade?
Yassine, that was a good call. I'm with you on that. He's looking good. Plus, he can steal bases too. I have 6 stolen bases, so he's a guy with a little bit of speed at least on the base paths. And Joe? What has happened to this Yankee team on the base paths?
I was just going to say, what is that? I don't even know what a stolen base is.
Does it exist?
Once in a while. I mean, does Anthony Volpe remember that he has legs? He only goes on up-tune times going from second to third with less than 2 outs, and then he gets thrown out. Does that make sense to you?
No.
We finally have momentum, and what does he do in that Boston series? I don't even say Toronto, the other one. He steals the base on his own, and then they say he would do it again. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
Duran from the Twins. Okay, Yassine, who would you trade, though? You'd like a trade with Will Castro and Duran from the Twins, but who are we giving up to get that? That's my issue. Well,
you'd probably have to give one of the pitchers. Probably have to give a Clark Smith, because the Twins always could use some pitching.
I agree. I think we're gonna have to give up a big name, but I did say about a month ago that I can see at the trade deadline us trading Clark Schmidt, and everyone disagreed with me. And I may be 100% wrong, but if it happens, you remember I brought it up, and I wasn't alone with that. There's a few other people talking about the same thing. If we need to get what we need to get, and we actually want to get to the World Series this year and have potential to win it, we may have to trade a big piece like that. Well, it's all about what we get back in return. But I don't know. We'll see. But I did say it about a month ago, and everyone was like, up in arms. I can't believe you're talking about trading Clark Schmidt. And I'm going, well, what do we have to trade right now? What's our big trade piece? Who's somebody we could get who brings value right now? And Clark brings a lot of value right now. So
yeah, and he does. But again, let's see what they have in mind, and who's really on the trade, who's ready on the trade bait that the Yankees have. They have a trade to-do list. They have a not trade to-do list. I would love to be a fly on the wall, go inside Cashman's office and look at that paper like this. We can tell you, well, this guy looks like they're willing to give up, but they're not really, they're not willing to give up this guy. So, I don't know. It just, the one thing I do know is I would like to, as I told you, I'd like to take a big bat, go into that analytics room, and smash every one of those things. And let's go back to old time baseball. Let's see who's got any brains anymore. Where is that? Where is that? It's all about the mighty paper. It's about the paper. I mean, you have a manager. All right, let's think about this for a minute. You have a manager to manage. You don't have a manager to sit down for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours and say, okay, now Grissom hits Bassett 2 times. This one hits him 3 times. So because he hits him 3 times, I got to go with the guy that hits him 3. Come on. Are we playing kindergarten games? Is this kindergarten cop?
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
I mean, seriously, what does a manager do? His hands are tied. And in so many ways, these former players that come on with us are telling us they're not managing. Yep. But they want you to believe they're managing.
It's a facade. It's this Yankee facade. Say it's right in front. Oh, actually, Yassine, I can see that we're gonna get Boone saying that it's right in front of us again. Believe me, it's coming. It's coming. Sorry, Joe. I saw that and just had to bring it up. It's right in front of us, Joe. Just remember, it's right in front of us. You still there, Joe?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Sorry, it froze for a second.
Yeah, no. It was StreamYard. Just boom. Hey, Rob, welcome back to the stream. Listen, again, it's the same old thing. It's the same old thing. But this is we all agree that this is a very, very important game tonight. So what does everybody think? How long will Clark Smith go tonight, in your opinion, guys? Who's the hitting star of the game? That's what I really like to. I'd like to see. I like everybody to make a comment. And CT, your star of the game is
Bellinger. He's been consistent. Yeah, he started off very slow this season, but you've noticed that he started to be one of our clutch guys when no one else is hitting. Belly gets that big hit, and that's something that's why I know for a fact he'll be a Yankee next year. He'll definitely option in. I don't see him optioning out, and I think the Yankees I have an option there. They can play him at first base or they can play him in the outfield, and that may help with the development. If you do want Ben Rice at first base, that can help with this development. But now I'm really confused because we're playing Ben Rice at catcher. So now I'm going, I don't even know what the Yankees are doing. I don't think they know what they're doing right now. Sorry, I'm just being honest with you. It's how it's looked recently. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, bottom line is, listen, let's enjoy tonight's game. I have a feeling some good things are going to come. Again, I'm all peaked out, CT. If they lose tonight, I don't know. I mean, we may do the show from on top of the Empire State Building.
But I may jump. That you don't want me
to jump, but I'm gonna let my computers and everything with the Yankee name on it go flying. I just hope that nobody's on the bottom because the impact, God forbid, no. But I mean, this is how much of a joke that the games have become. I mean, just look at us even 2 weeks ago. My God, we were up 6 games, 5 games. That is something I can't fathom. I mean, I don't understand how one team could be so awful during this stretch. I mean, and it's not like it's one game. This is many games, CT.
Well, the Yankees are 29-21 in their last 50 games. That's one stat, but they're also 11-14 in their last 25. It's not getting better, is it, Joe?
Yashin says Clark 5 innings, 5 Ks, 3 runs, 2 walks. Now, okay, so thank you for that, Yashin. But now, what do you think on the Yankees? Is that small enough for the Yankees to win tonight? That's the main question. Are they able to come back and win from that stat? What do you think, CT? With that stat, 3 runs, are they going to get? Do you think they're going to get 3 runs off of Tim Bassett?
Well, it's a really good question, and we've discussed that all throughout the season. With the Yankees, earlier in the season, we said it that when they were down by 1 run, it felt like 10. Then for a streak there, the Yankees started looking pretty good. Since this stink fest of Yankee baseball has started, now it does feel like 1 run is like 10. So you're telling me they need to come back from 3 runs down. That's like telling me they need to come back from 10 runs down. That's the scary thing. This team has no comeback power. I know last night they showed it. I'm not, don't get on my case yet. But what I mean is this year and last year in particular, they weren't very good at coming back in games. They'd be down 1 run in the 8th. They just couldn't get back in the game. And also, you guys got to remember, I think we've only won 2 games in extra innings this season. I think 2, maybe even 1. So the problem is it is a close game. We get into extras. You can almost guarantee right now the Yankees are going to lose the game, which stinks. That's why I don't like the ghost runner. But that's another conversation to have on another day.
Yeah, no question about it. So, well, like I said, Graham says, I honestly don't think Bellinger is 100% fit. I really don't. I don't. Which is why they swap him in the end. I say his back is fragile. Well, I don't know if it's fragile. Look at the way he swings. He swings like that bat is like 2 ounces.
He's good. I'm not worried about him.
I think he's healthy. Or maybe you're right. Maybe he's using like a 38, 40 ounce bat. That's too heavy for him.
He's hitting 270. I'm happy.
I don't know. Yeah. He's. I mean, come on. He what was he? 189 at one point,
and everyone was worried. And I remember, you got to back me up, Joe. You remember, I was the one who said, "Remember, he will get going." And did he get going, Joe? He did. But I do have to give myself some props on that one because I did say that.
Casey? I have to ask you something personal.
Yeah.
Are you Italian?
No Italian.
Well,
No.
for a non-Italian, you sure use your hands a lot. What is
I
this?
do.
You use your hands more than I do, and I'm full-blooded Italian.
I play guitar and on stage.
Yeah, I was just going to say, are you playing guitar or are you doing the drums? What are you
Well,
doing? I love it. No, it's great.
I have to lead the whole band. Everyone in the band follows me, so I have to turn to everybody as I'm playing guitar and use my hands to direct where we're going with the music. So that's why I kind of do this in general. So sorry, guys, if I'm driving you nuts.
You know why I'm bringing that up? Because I think you'd be a great third base coach.
I think
they might look at you better than that third base. Because at least you get it out there. You're doing a this or that. You're doing a little dance. You're doing a mambo. Whatever you're doing, it could be working for the Yankees. But that's really funny. I mean, you use your hands more than I do.
And Graham mentioned something. Connecticut, we have not come from behind and won when we are 3 or more down this season. There you go. That was the point I was trying to make, Joe, to you. And I knew you understood, but he just hammered that point in, though.
No, I totally understand. But, listen, we just, tonight is going to be the night that, this is my words to you guys. Tonight is going to be the start of the Yankees comeback. This is going to be the start of the Yankees comeback. Starting tonight. So I urge you all, it's important for you to watch this game tonight because tonight is going to be the start of the rest of the season.
Let's hope.
I'm going out on a limb and saying that because I just feel it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen tonight. We're going to start. And I don't say and it doesn't mean we're going to go into Citi Field and sweep. No. But we're going to get 2 out of 3. We're going to get on a roll, and it starts tonight. No time like the present. No time like the present. Think positive. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and get it going. I'm telling you guys, don't we bash and vote be this, vote be that. It's time to get in the program. Tonight, the Yankees are going to go in the right direction. Trust me, when we go on the air for our postgame tonight, it's going to be a happy one. Getting ready for that Subway Series. And
you said that, Joe. You said that.
I said that, and I'm sticking by it. The Yankees are going to start coming back as of tonight.
I hope so.
Forget about I hope. I don't want to hear I hope. I know. You're going to everybody's going to thank me. I'm telling you that tonight is the start of the Yankees charging forward. All I'm going to say about it. Dominguez said you need to dance again. Oh, okay. Go ahead, dance. Let's see. Not that way. Get up and move your tush.
No,
I'll tumble for you. Let's go. Come on, Yankees. Let's go. Come on, man. We've got it. We got to perk up here. Come on, man.
Well,
Yankees. Let's get behind and cheer the Yankees. They're gonna learn to be the Yankees. Come on.
I think the problem with this Yankee team is that you're not going to see consistency out of this team until we get a few players. And I said they don't need to be star players, but we need to fill in the holes. Somebody earlier, a couple nights ago, I don't know if it was you or Jason, or somebody called it a sinking ship. And we need to start plugging these holes in. And I have a bad feeling that we're going to be lucky if we if we're going to be lucky if we can maintain 500 ball here before the trade deadline. And I know I sound depressing saying that, but right now I really think we're beating a dead horse, especially when you're not getting consistent lineups every day. That is killing me. How are you getting any consistency if every day there's a different lineup? No one's ever been able to give me a very good answer on that. It all turns into analytics. I don't care about analytics. I care about the feel of the game, who's hot, who's not, who's looked good. What am I seeing on the field from players, not what the computer says. And that kills me about the Yankees and baseball in general right now. But I have to get over that. Sorry for the rant, but I had to get that out.
Okay. First of all, I want to welcome back Edgelock. How you doing, big guy? I hope you're doing well, and nice to see you back. And everybody else, that Rob Saxon, how's everything going? If I miss somebody, I'm sorry, but the stream is going fast and furious. But I love each and every one of you guys and gals. I have a funny note here in the email from Bob Rizzo. Bob says, "You're singing. You've got to open up for Carrie Underwood." Oh, thank you very much. That Carrie won't have anybody in the audience if I open up. Are you kidding me? You know what though? You might be right. I'll play my face. If I play my face and I do the Yankee Doodle Dandy on it, we're all set. We are all set. I'm telling you. Thanks, Bob, for that. And if you're going to ask a question like that, come on the stream, will you? But thank you. Also, hi. What do we have here? Oh, hi, John Rizzi. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I know you're working and you're always in your car listening to us. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. We also have MJ. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming. I know you're running and please come to the chat. This is such a family-oriented chat. We all care about each other. Everybody has worried about each and every one. So, I appreciate that. Oh, boy, Richmond Valley Pharmacy. How you doing? It's been a while. I'm sorry. You're always there. And sometimes, knucklehead me with the way the Yankees are playing. I forget. But we all know that you're there. And one of these days, you're going to surprise us and you're going to come on the stream. And I want to see everybody in uniform and you making medicine to make people better. And I'd love to see that. Always remember Richmond Valley Pharmacy. If you're in Staten Island, go visit them. They are fantastic. And they treat you like they're your only customer. So, thanks so much for that. Also, John Ferrazzo, how you doing? How's it going? Sometimes I don't give the kudos to everybody that's listening, that's giving me emails during the show. So I want to do that today. John, thank you so much. Hang in there. They're going to win tonight. Tonight is the start of something special. We are turning the page. We've hit rock bottom. We've lost 3 in a row in Toronto. Now's the time. Now is the present. I'm telling you guys, we're going to start winning tonight. But don't be disappointed if they don't win all 3 at Citi Field. Doesn't matter. We're locking it up. I'm telling you, this is the start of the beginning for the New York Yankees, and that's all I'm going to say. And you could yell and scream at me at the end of the game if the Yankees lose. I just don't see it.
Now, Joe, what was the name of the pharmacy again you mentioned?
Richmond Valley Pharmacy.
Richmond Valley Pharmacy. Something you mentioned is how when you go there, they treat you as like you're the only person there. That's a very rare thing these days. I find that when you go to different places, you're treated like a number. It's very nice when you could go somewhere and they either remember your name, your face, and the way they treat you.
What's important to know about them, and I mean, I was watching this and I was amazed. They had phone calls, say, they were saying, I need, I really need, I can't get out. I'm disabled, whatever. Oh, no problem, miss, so-and-so. Well, don't worry. Well, one of the people behind the counter here will get in his car and he'll deliver it to you. Where do you hear this? You don't, guys. You don't.
These days.
It's important it's important to go to your local places, because those are the ones that are going to treat you right. And let me tell you something. When I go in there, it's amazing. So that's why and they love the show. They listen to us in the morning. They listen to us in the afternoon. They'll listen to streams, live games, all of that. And but they're very busy, so they can't type or anything. But I always get an email before or during the show, at least one, to say thank you. But thank you for bringing that up, because it's the truth.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's an important thing in life these days to be able to rely on people and be treated with dignity. Something.
and also, finally, there's one more. There's one more who's always been a contributor. Jeff, how you doing? I know you're on vacation. I won't give the location, but I know that you and your family. That's wonderful that you finally have a chance to be with your beautiful girls and your wife, and you're relaxing. That is terrific. I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July, just like everybody. It's 4th of July Eve. And I want everybody to be safe. That's number one. And number two, please love that family that you have. It's precious, and they are your goal. So please, by all means, everyone, be safe and enjoy. And then, of course, you could come in and talk to Ken and myself tomorrow while we're doing the Yankee game right here on NY Yankee Mania.
I'm so looking forward to that.
Right. And then Saturday and Sunday will be on Ken the Ugly Truth's channel. And I'm sure he'll have a lot to say and a lot of dissecting of the ball club. So, and the pitching and the matchup. So by all means, get ready. And of course, subscribe to all the channels.
Because the ugly truth brings one thing. New York Yankee Mania brings something else. Jason C's brings something else. Nithin's got a whole connection of people he works with, like Jabba. So this is more than just one entity. We're trying to make this a group thing, and I think Joe's done a great job of being open to things that I think a lot of other people weren't open to. And I think it's starting to work in a really great way. It's a great community we have. And I have to thank you, Joe, Nithin, Ken, Jason. I have to thank you guys. This has been a wonderful journey so far.
And another thing that I will have in motion, and of course it's too early in the year, but at the end of the year, which I think is going to be one of the best shows we could ever put on, we're going to do a year in review of the show. So, and we're going to be talking a lot about this, the not only the staff that's on, but everybody in the chat. And we're going to be, and what I'm planning to do, again, it's early stages, but my mind is always going. I decide to do something, I'm going to do it. But one thing I can tell you, that end of the year is going to be so much fun for all of us. You guys are going to come on. I have a list of everybody that's been with me from day one, and I'm hoping you come on, and we're gonna go over the year. We're gonna go over highlights, lowlights, no lights, you name it. And that's going to be something I'm going to be very proud of. And I want you to be proud of it, because you're all going to be mentioned one by one in that show. So instead, we're always mentioning, unfortunately, bad things one by one. Okay. Like, I don't even want to say the bad times, but this is going to be a good time, and everybody's going to be acknowledged. Each and every one of you guys, including the people that have been on the show, no matter what, the guests, everybody. I am going to put together a show to say thank you. I love you all.
What happens if you're like me, though? I don't like to be acknowledged. I like to not exist. I'm just
saying. Then don't watch the show. Don't watch the show, because I am determined to thank each and every one. And I may miss a lot of the names, but people like Yashin, Lou, Stephen B, Graham, Merck, Real Bill, Ken. It doesn't matter. The list goes on and on and on. Rob Saxon, Dev,
Dev.
of course, Dev, Graham, of course, Graham,
Him.
Edgelock, CT Cards. I wonder who that is. Nitin and his team, Mark, Stephen B. You name it.
We're from Mets, everyday Mets. We even have a Mets fan.
Everyday Mets. Yes. Yes, you are all going to be acknowledged. And you should all be proud of yourself because you stuck with a brand new show. You stuck with us and you're sticking with us and you're seeing us grow from a baby to a teenager and hopefully to full life. And we are all there. And the new guy, Score, you're involved. Don't worry about it. I will not leave you out. I promise each and every one of you. And if whoever wants to come on and say something, you're coming on. And I don't want you to be shy. I want Richmond Valley Pharmacy to come on. I want the people that are in my email, come on. Let's be one big happy family. Rather the Yankees win the World Series, rather they get in the playoffs, rather they lose, it doesn't matter. This is for you folks. We're going to celebrate in December, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And this is coming from me. I don't have to tell anybody about it. You're just going to all come for the ride. So I want to show positive. I want us to be happy. I am we're always, the Yankees this, the Yankees that. There's a lot more to this channel. There's feelings, there's lives, there's kids, there's adults, there's people that are not feeling well. There are people we're trying to make everybody happy, trying to make your day. And if it's the last thing I do, that's what I'm going to do. I've done it all my life. As a broadcaster, as a tour director at Madison Square Garden, Yankee Stadium, you name it. If I can make you happy, then I did my job. And what's going to make me happy is to thank each and every one of you at the end of the year, where everybody should be doing that and saying thank you to you because you deserve it.
No, I want to thank Jonathan. He's helped us
Jonathan too, of course.
I do want to throw a big shout out to Merck, who's done a lot of help over the last 24 hours. He's really helped us out.
Jason C is another one.
Yep.
161 River Avenue. He's another one. It's just because it's Christmas or New Year's or you name it, we are going to celebrate. And it's because of you. It's your show. You're the one that's going to be dedicated. This is your Christmas and New Year's. So look for that too. A lot of ideas in my mind. A lot of things are going to happen. So CT, that even took you on surprise. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but I think what's great is, I think that something that really I like about this channel that almost makes me want to cry is that I know channels say that they welcome fans of all teams. That's not always the truth. And I found that we've had fans from other teams come in and we've had some great conversations. They know more about their team than we do most of the time. So getting their feel of their team, everyday Mets fan, I can't wait for him to come back before the series we have against the Mets. I want to hear what he has to say so I know what to look out for when we're playing them. I think that's the great thing about a community like this. So I'm glad that you've been open like this, Joe, and all of us have been open about this because there's too many closed-minded channels out there at times. It feels like this feels liberating to be able to talk with fans of all teams, and there is no animosity. It's beautiful.
No question. SGA, I appreciate that you like to join the show, but we're an hour in the stream. And we're going to end it. But if you get in touch with CT Cards, give them the information. I would have, or CT, do you want to put either information to get in touch with us, or he could do Joe Yankees. But I appreciate it. We are doing a post game tonight. If you're interested in jumping aboard, we can talk about it. I appreciate that, but I don't want to put you on for a minute and then we go. So, I really, really, I thank all of you, each and every one of you. So we will, as a matter of fact, CT, your final thoughts as we go in a little over an hour on the stream. Go ahead.
My final thoughts tonight. Well, Joe, you've already said it, that tonight everything's going to change. You did say that. Do you concur on that, Joe? So tonight you're claiming.
Yeah, I put my stamp of approval on it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you on that one. I think tonight will be a good night. I just hope it isn't just one good night. I hope this is, like you said, a turnaround, and this gets us going. That Stanton home run, hopefully hopefully some things start to trickle our way. But if we lose tonight, I'm not a lot, but I'm a little concerned about what's going on with this team. I'm already concerned, and I never give up on my team, but I'm just hoping we see some life out of this team, and we seem so lifeless at times. So let's just hope our Yankees give us some life, give us something to be entertained by and have a good time. So go Yankees. Let's go.
Yes, well said. Now, I just want to make mention, because each and every one of you might have a chance to come on. There are some ground rules here, guys. I want to make mention of this. Number one, first of all, you have to be very, very nice, very tidy. We're not. When you come on, there's no bashing of any players. You can talk around that. But if somebody's going to come on and say, "Oh, so and so is a piece of you know what," you're gone. You're gone. If you want to discuss, I don't say you got to love the Yankees. I don't say you got to hate the Yankees, but it's got to be civil. We have young children. We're young people. I know for 100% fact. I have relatives that are under 12 years old, 11 years old that love this show, and they're listening so much of it. If they don't hear it live, they have their friends listening. Okay? I do not want any cursing. The minute you curse, that is a no-no. You can rant, you can rave, but if there's anything specific other than Dawn, you're off, and you're never coming back to the show.
What I always say to Joe, for you guys listening, is I always say, for how many words in the English dictionary there are for the use to have to use certain words that don't need to be used, especially when you're offending people, I don't understand that. I always laugh about that. So, Joe, I'm glad you brought that up. We don't need to be swearing at each other. We need to remember this is a family program. This is for anybody and everybody. We don't need to start, bashing on certain players, using names and stuff. We can explain all of our feelings without having to get into that. And I respect that. Everyone will respect our wishes on that. So thank you, Joe.
No problem. Just remember that we, like I said, we keep it civil. I have no problem. You're more than welcome to come on, but respect the audience. That's the main thing. And it's not only friends and relatives of mine, but there are others. It keeps growing. They tell their friends, and they go on. And I know, because what they tell me is, oh, come on, let's play PlayStation 5. No, I'm listening to the Yankee show. Oh, tell me about it. Boom. And then they come on. Be very, very respectful to the young people. And that's what I'm going to say about that. So I appreciate it.
No, I think what's great, Joe, is you've created a wonderful show here, and we've brought together multiple streamers. We brought together a crowd from different streams. We've done it well. you and Ken really started it with getting the two you guys together, and then Jason C you got, and then Nathan's working with us, and then you have the behind the scenes people like myself, Merck, and Sean Browning and Stephen B, behind the scenes doing things, and this all equals and turns into a really cool community thing. I think we're creating. I think we have something very special here, and I thank you, Joe, for it, and thank you for the opportunity. And thank you to everybody in the chat who joined us today. We couldn't do this without you. And let's go Yankees.
Yes, let's go Yankees. Shout out to Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? Thank you for joining again. I really appreciate that. And Jake, thank you for saying that. I'm going to put that up. Joe, if I have not been on to the past game to support you, because I'm wallowing, I guess, in all the losses, and I understand that. But you know what? Come and join. Don't sell yourself short. Come and have fun with us. It's not just about the ranting. It's not about. We talk about everything. If you want to talk about something, by all means, I don't care. I mean, let's do it. But don't deprive. Don't sit. I can't. I know I used to do that. Oh my God, I can't. What I do love is that if the Yankees do lose, you close the TV and you don't have to listen to anything. I do understand that, but we here, we're all in this community together. So let's be one happy family. Rather the Yankees win, lose, or draw. Let's do that. And that with that in mind, everyone, like I said, we will be coming on in the middle of the game. We will put out a short. We'll let you know as soon as I have an exact time. We will put it on. We'll continue the game, play by play, a little bit later on during the game, and then we'll have the post game. So I would really, really encourage you, come back to us later on, and tomorrow you will get the play by play with myself and Ken from The Ugly Truth on here, and then it's going to be on The Ugly Truth channel Saturday and Sunday, and then we go forward with that with a well-deserved day off on Monday. So with that in mind, everybody, I want to say thank you. Have a good evening. I hope you have a great dinner. Whatever you're doing, if you're going out to a restaurant or you're getting the barbecue pit ready and all that for tomorrow, or you have one tonight, great. Good for you. Love to the family. And as I always say, God bless you all. God bless all the content people. And also, God bless America. We love you very, very much. Let's go, Yankees. Tonight is the start of the rest of the year. Take care.